universe of influencers.
Okay, but business-wise, what's a better social media channel? YouTube or Instagram? Where can you make more money?
Gosh, business-wise, I don't know, because it's difficult to. I think it's difficult to be able to tell like which platform is going to outgrow the other, because I do feel like there is a bit of competition, and you know both have different pros and cons. You know why you would use one or the other.
What are the pros and cons?
Well, like you know, Instagram is very fast, and you don't need a very long attention span to follow someone or stay interested, because it's just stories are so fast. You see a picture, you like it, you comment, that's it. Whereas to a YouTube video, you've really got to invest time into it. Videos, if it's like a 2-minute video, people watch it quickly, but if it's a bit longer than that, people are you really got to ask a lot of their attention. So in a way, I think maybe business-wise, Instagram is easier because it's a lot faster, and you don't have to ask that much of people, because it takes people scroll through that Instagram all the time, and you just got like 1 minute to spare. You scroll quickly, and with YouTube maybe you really like sit down to like watch a video, or you've got to put a bit more time into it. So yeah, maybe that's why Instagram would be better from a business perspective.
So if you have to delete one account, which one would it be?
If I had to delete an account, it would actually be Instagram, because my YouTube channel is like my baby, and I've put so much time and effort into that. There's so many videos on there, and if I lost that, I would be devastated. And obviously if I lost my Instagram, I would be devastated as well. But I don't know, I always did Instagram sort of on the side. Like it wasn't like my main focus. And YouTube really is, it still is. It's my main focus. It's where I do the most. And I also get the most satisfaction out of that. Making videos is just what I love doing most. And yeah, I would definitely keep my YouTube.
And what about Facebook? Why are you not using Facebook? Do you have a Facebook account?
Yeah, I do have a Facebook account. I just never use it anymore. I just sort of made it as, I don't know, a formality. Just because, so it was there, and I had the name used for Dazzle, and no one else could just, take it. But it was, I don't know, I felt like at the time Facebook was really more for like an older audience as well. Like none of my audience were really on Facebook that much anyway. And yeah, I just didn't really feel like it added anything. I felt like if you follow me on YouTube, follow me on Instagram and Twitter, then that was all you needed to know about me. And Facebook didn't really add anything to that. And I just didn't feel like there was that much to gain from it. So I just never really spent any time on it.
Because Facebook is a big social media platform. What do you think of the future of Facebook?
Well, Instagram is owned by Facebook, and I think that's way more popular. I personally don't know anyone in like my close vicinity that is still active on Facebook, and I feel like it's mainly businesses who are on there. But I don't think the platform itself is growing that much. I really think the future is more in Instagram, and I feel like Facebook would put more towards that anyway. So yeah, I'm not too concerned about it.
And what about Twitter? You're not using Twitter?
I am using Twitter still, yes. People do often ask me, why do you still use Twitter? It's like dead. But I think I heard the other day that Twitter is growing again, and I just love Twitter for personal use mainly, because like some of the funniest things I ever see are usually from Twitter, and I get like a lot of my news from there as well. Like I open Twitter first thing in the morning to like see what's happening, what's going on in the world. That's what I sort of mainly use Twitter for. So yeah, I do still use that every day.
So after YouTube and Instagram. What do you think that's? What do you think is the new? What will be the new big thing?
You know, something that's already existing, or I think could be.
I don't know. There will be a moment that YouTube or Instagram is not the biggest social media platform anymore. So, what will be the next big thing, and how can you make sure you're the first there?
Well, I think if there was going to be something that was going to be bigger than Instagram and YouTube, it would have to be something that would combine all the good elements of those platforms into one. I think that's the only way that it could outgrow those platforms, because if it was something similar, then, you know, why would people change? You know, it's got to, you know, go further. It's got to be the next level. And I feel like people have tried it. What was that app? Suddenly everyone was using it. They were saying it was like Twitter, Facebook and Instagram combined or something. Gosh, I can't remember what it's called. But suddenly, like one day everyone had it, and then the next everyone sort of forgot about it. But I think it would be something like that actually sticks. And so people, you know, can just use one platform where they can find everything rather than, you know, 3-4 different ones. I think maybe that could like beat YouTube and Instagram. Personally, I think, you know, there's still people like YouTube and Instagram and Twitter, etc. for what they are, because again, they know what to get from it, and you know, you specifically go to that platform to consume YouTube videos, or, you know, you go to Instagram just if you want to have a quick look at some pictures. And you know, I do think that's what people like about it, but I mean, you never know. And in terms of, you know, being the first one on it, I think it's just, you know, it's got to feel right. I think if you have a real like feeling about something, then yeah, you'll like with Instagram TV when that came out, I felt no real like need to start doing stuff on that as well, because it didn't really speak to me that much. And I thought, well, if I don't really feel very passionate about it, then, you know, why should I, you know, start making content for it? But I think if the next big thing came round, and I was really, you know, I thought, wow, that's a great idea, you know, I think by then I will think, you know, let's go for it. This sounds awesome. But we'll wait and see.
So the Instagram TV, you're not using that one?
No, I just did not see the point of it. I have looked at it when it first came out. I was like, let's see what's on there. But after that, I've never felt any need or, you know, any inclination to look at it again, because I thought, oh, I'm wondering what's on Instagram TV, because I don't feel like it adds anything to the stuff that I already see from people. So, yeah.
Do you have the same followers on Instagram as on YouTube, or are they different people?
I think they're mostly the same people who follow me on YouTube and Instagram. I think maybe on Instagram there might be people that maybe don't watch my YouTube videos just because they found my account and thought, oh, those are nice pictures, and started following me because of that. But I think, you know, I have less followers than I have on YouTube, so I feel like it's mostly the same, but it could also be different people.
Follow the Moti on Instagram, Facebook, and Snapchat.